Hello, team. I appreciate you for taking the time to hear my project, and without further ado, I will be presenting you with my social media renovation campaign for infographics. The organization I have chosen to work with for my renovation project is Infographics LLC. Infographics LLC is a family-owned and operated graphic design company that also creates and installs business signs as well as other promotional materials. Infographics is located in Stockbridge, Georgia, which is about 20 minutes south of Atlanta, Georgia. They service the metro Atlanta area as well as the local city of Stockbridge. Although the company has been in business for over 6 years, I will be in charge of their relaunch. The company owner and I will be working together so that I may update their website to be more SEO friendly, set up and establish their social media presence, and plan an event to make the community aware of the organization's new relaunch. Infographics' current target market is between the age ranges of 29 to 39 years old, who is making around $25,000 to $32,000 annually. My client's target market also resides in the outer metro Atlanta area in cities like Forest Park, Decatur, and Ellenwood. Infographics' target clients possess some college experience, are mostly males, and are starting new businesses or brands. Infographics' target audience will also probably look for my company to do their promotional tools by Googling keywords to find a company that resides in the region. The social media campaign will be helpful in reaching those targets. The buyer persona that represents infographics would be Stephen B. He is an African American male that is 33 years old, and he recently obtained his LLC to start his own carpet cleaning business. Stephen B. is utilizing my client infographics to order business cards for his company and to get his van wrapped to match his business cards. Stephen found out about infographic services due to the owner giving Stephen a card while spotting him at a gas station. However, there are a ton of people just like Stephen B. that are in need of my client's services but not aware of them because of my client's lack of online presence. The campaign to revamp Infographics' online presence should cure this issue. In order to make sure I present my client in the best light to the consumers, I first had to do research on my client's consumers. There are a few research topics I had to address in order to produce the best results. The first question I had to ask was which businesses require the most promotional materials. Through my research, I discovered that retail and entertainment were the sectors that require the most promotional materials for their business and brands. This information is helpful to know which sectors to gear our social media strategy towards. The other important research question I had to ask to get a better idea of my client's consumer was one that benefited from qualitative data and primary research. The primary research centered on the question, what type of interaction do consumers expect from a graphic design business sign company? I needed to do primary research to discover if they expected more hands-on consultation with the company or less physical interaction and pure output of things they want done. In order to gain the best results, I conducted a focus group that occurred Thursday, August 21st, 2014 between 8 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. at Posh Lounge. The focus group consisted of 7 participants that were audio recorded for approximately 1 hour, while the facilitator asked questions and wrote quick notes. The conversation started out with specific questions about the previous experiences working with graphic designers and led to such topics such as best and worst experiences with graphic designers and the subtle differences in service. From the findings of my research, I have discovered that consumers expect for their graphic designer or signage company to collaborate with them to produce the desired effects. Consumers do expect for their graphic designers to be an expert in the field and able to provide them with the necessary information to guide them in the right way to get the most out of what they're looking for, and possibly ideas that they did not come up with themselves. These findings are important for the growth of infographics because they are determining factors on the growth of the company. Getting direct information from this focus group and future focus groups will be helpful for the company to understand its target audience and any changes the company should make to stay ahead of the competitors. Infographics' current clients include small business, nonprofits, entertainment brands, and personal brands. The current critique of my client's communication efforts fall both on praise and review. My client's current communication efforts are effective for building strong relationships with returning clients if they are outdated, and being able to reach potential clients. New methods of communication need to be established, learned, and implemented in order to reach the organization's target audience. If my client continues on their current path of communication, technology will surpass the company and other organizations more, techni- more technologically advanced or run my client out of business. My campaign will take my client in the new direction to build image consistency and help them stay ahead of the curve of the competitors. I will determine how effective my campaign efforts are through the increase in the company's revenue and social media following. Another method to help me establish how effective my campaign efforts will be is through my SWOT analysis. I've assessed that the strengths of my client include their established relationship with their community, their strong graphic artwork, and their 15 years of business sign experience, and over 30 years of graphic design experience. The weaknesses of my client include their lack of social media presence online and customer service abilities. A few opportunities the organization could benefit from include developing packages centered on all the promotional needs of new businesses, as well as for the organization to attend more networking parties. The threats present to my client include Vistaprint online printing service and other cheap graphic design organizations that do not provide the same quality as my client. All the info gathered through my SWOT analysis will aid me in developing my SMART goals for my social media campaign and to also get the best messages across to my client's target audience. Throughout my social media campaign, I plan to mention my client's years of experience to give potential consumers confidence in the organization's abilities. My entire campaign will fix the weaknesses within the organization so that they are able to communicate with potential customers better. The organization will begin to use their opportunities to promote the services of the company to new business owners and connect the organization with potential vendors for services they may not provide. I also plan to expose the threat of those cheap graphic design organizations by highlighting the lack of quality between competitors and infographics. My goal is to build the organization's social media and online presence in order to reach potential customers the company would probably never reach on its own. However, gaining online presence is great, but reaching your target audience online and turning them into actual consumers is better. And I am positive that my social media relaunch campaign will do just that. I appreciate your time and I look forward for any additional comments you may have. Thank you and have a great day.